All right, we're going to toss it over to John for What's Trending.
All right, thank you so much, Joey. And we are joined now with our Sunrise panel, the two that are left over this weekend. Everyone else went back home for the holidays and they've been busy. So we got Johnny Awesome joining us again.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
You're
no
filling
problem.
in for Martha. And then we got Natasha Herzig.
Good morning.
Yes, yes. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate you guys coming the day after Thanksgiving. I know it's hard with families in the town and stuff. But we have lots to talk about this morning. We have quite a bit of talkers to talk about, actually. So let's get right into it. The first topic is, of course, Black Thursday. Now, this is going on all across the nation this year, where Walmart, Target, Toys R Us all started their door-busting deals at 8 p.m. on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. I mean, a lot of people upset about this. Even some Walmart employees were upset about this because they were protesting, saying that they want their holiday spent with their family. Why do they have to work it? That was their argument. But of course, I'm asking you guys, what do you guys think, about this? Do you think that the idea of Black Friday sale starting on Thursday night is a good or bad idea, considering it's still a holiday with your family?
I think that we'll tell today if it was a good idea. If they made the money that they were looking to make, businesses have the right to open when they want, to conduct their business how they want, and you're employed by that employer, you got to go show up to work. It's kind of funny. I was talking to my brother-in-law yesterday about this same exact topic, and he went on and on about how commercialism is going to be the ruin of these holidays and on and on, big business and yada yada. But then at 7:45, my sister went and got him. It's like, oh, it's time to go to Target, and out the door he went. He's like stayed in line with everybody else. So we vote with our pocketbook. If people are going to go out and spend the money on that day, and if the money's there, it was the right idea.
Natasha?
Natasha.
And you are the problem.
Oh, okay. I'm a problem
You are the
now.
problem. Are
All
you
right.
crazy? That's the problem with society. What happened to family? We take one day a year to get together to appreciate and be grateful for what we have. And now it's turned into hurry up and eat so we can go get that deal on the flat screen. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, well, and what do you guys think? If there was a protest and these Walmart employees did walk out, what do you think would happen there? Do you think that they would just find someone else to fill those positions like that? Or
yes, they would.
Yeah, that's the way the world works.
Yeah.
If you want to work, you got to be there, showed up, with your Walmart shirt on and do what you got to do. But if they walked out, they'd fill it just as quick.
Yeah, and of course, Johnny, you do have a point though when you say we'll find out today to see whether it helped our economy. The economy is hurting right now, so we'll see if those sales are up. But again, Natasha, we'll see again if it's worth the sacrifice with their family.
Absolutely. If you're having to get in line for those kinds of deals, maybe you shouldn't be spending money anyways.
Okay, so quick question to you guys. Did any of you do Black Friday? Are you guys Black Friday?
No, I don't ever do it.
I've never done it.
Personally, why?
I
don't like lines.
I just rather
like
go
to
in
wait.
and pay for it.
Yeah.
It's something interesting I found out when I was researching this, that FDR was faced with a similar situation back in 1939. He was asked by a lot of the shops saying, hey, we only have 24 shopping days left till Christmas, when Thanksgiving was going to be. It was always the last Thursday. Well, he put it the Thursday before that year, did the Thanksgiving, just so they can have extra time for shopping, because it was during the Depression and he wanted to energize the economy again. So, and it worked. It worked and got shoppers out, because typically everybody shops after Thanksgiving for their Christmas products.
Right.
So.
And we have to remember all these retail stores are competing with each other, where they want to be the first ones to get your money.
Exactly.
So if one store is opening early, the other one's going to open early as well. Maybe in
Target to Kohl's to Mervyn's.
Next year it might be 6 p.m.
But
Who knows?
if we're in such an economic crisis, why are we spending money on things like that?
That's
the problem.
See, yeah. Well, maybe that's
why nobody has any money. Maybe they should be saving
But you could also make the argument too. People are going out there to get those deals because we're in an economic
I hope
crisis.
people went out and shopped for me for Christmas. So I didn't go out, but they got me something.
Yeah, we'll see if anyone bought us anything this Black Friday, right? All right, well, stay with us, folks. We'll be right back. We have 2 more topics we're going to be talking about, including a city that has ruled nativity scenes being banned all across in public places. And also we have a woman who did a disrespectful, what many people are calling disrespectful gesture at the Tomb of the Unknowns at the Arlington Cemetery. We'll have more on that coming up, but first, here's a look at what's coming up on Today. Welcome back, everyone. We're here with our Sunrise panel, all two of them this morning, Natasha and Johnny. Thank you guys again for joining us this morning. We're getting into our next topic, which is Santa Monica actually is a city where nativity scenes have been banned all in public places, and this was all because of a federal judge. Now, an atheist complained that it was infringing on their religious beliefs, is basically what he was saying. So I have a question to you guys. I mean, now that they've been banned all across the city, I mean, do you think that kind of takes out the holiday spirit, and do you think the ban is justified?
Justified? No way. I don't think so. Here's something. I grew up with seeing nativity scenes. It's part of our culture. It's part of who we are. This is the time of the season that we celebrate, you know. At least we could celebrate somebody we knew existed, Santa Claus. Who knows, you know. But I think definitely this is outrageous just because one active atheist goes and he complains about it. And nativity scene, how's that offend somebody? It's a baby in a crib, you know. How's that going to offend somebody? I think he was just trying to push the limits, see what he can get away with, and the city council, they decided that no unattended scenes were able to be displayed. I think they overreacted.
Natasha.
Well, I find it a violation of our First Amendment rights. Who I find their belief, you know, not right. So if there's no reason why they can't be showing a nativity scene. Don't look at it. Don't go there. You can believe what you want to believe. I'll believe what I want to believe. There are things people believe that I think are absolutely ridiculous, but that's the great thing about being an American. You get to have free speech and freedom of religion, and that's being taken away, and that's wrong.
And yeah, exactly what she said. We have freedom of religion, not freedom from religion. A lot of people want to go out and say we have freedom from religion, and I don't have to see that. And I'm walking down the street, I don't want to see that because it's on public property. But that's not the case. It's part of our culture. It's part of our heritage. Even in our Constitution, our rights come from God and not from the government. So,
I mean, do you think this is another example of separation of church and state?
Well, I mean, we are going towards socialism thanks to the President Obama era, so that's what they want.
I would hate to live in a society, where, godless society. You know, what does the atheist want to put up there? You know, he doesn't believe in anything. So I just, yeah, it's outrageous.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next topic now, which is, now this one has been causing quite a stir of controversy all week. I mean, let's take a look at the picture right now. I think the picture speaks for itself. This woman, her name is Lindsay Stone. She's a worker for a nonprofit organization. Now, she was seen at the Arlington National Cemetery flipping the bird, basically, to this sign, which reads silence and respect. Now, a lot of people outraged about this, saying it's disrespectful to the soldiers. This was at the Tomb of the Unknowns. But then they're also calling for her to get fired now from her job. She posted this on Facebook, and it got her in a lot of trouble. That's what sparked the whole thing. I mean, do you guys think, my question to you is, I mean, do you think this woman should be fired for posting this picture? And I mean, there's no constitution, nothing in the Constitution that would protect that from happening or prevent it.
Well, this is very difficult for me because as someone who has a brother who's in the military and has been in Afghanistan, I think what she did is disgusting and disrespectful and such lack of moral judgment. But with that being said, her being fired, she did not do something illegal, and you have to look at it like that. What she did, yes, disgusting, not illegal. And as a society, when did we become the moral patrol? She was fired because of the outrage of the public. That's wrong. You know, with Petraeus, he had an affair. Even in my own situation, because I didn't do anything wrong, but because of the public, they find, well, what they did was wrong. They made a poor choice, so they should be fired. I don't think that's right.
I'll start off by saying I absolutely agree with her right to be able to do this and put this on her Facebook page. I do Facebook consulting. I would definitely consult against it, you know. But I also absolutely believe in the people's First Amendment right to call for her to be fired. I think there was 18,000 likes on the Facebook page that was calling for her to be fired.
Yeah, quite a bit.
And if she deals with the public, and I'm her boss, I want her gone.
Yeah, and
you
now
know?
she's trying to defend herself. She released an apology this week and said it was all a joke. I mean,
It's
is it
bad
a laughing
joke.
matter?
No,
Is
it's
it?
not a
No,
laughing
I don't
matter.
find
was
it a joke at all.
disgusted.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I look at that and I actually teared up because of somebody like who would be like my brother, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Right.
But when you're looking at it from a legal standpoint, she didn't do
Yeah,
something
as her
illegal.
employer, I see something like that, that's bad character. I wouldn't want somebody working for me like that. I say, you know, he has the right to fire her, get rid of her, especially if she deals with the public. The public's going to be going in there. It doesn't say exactly what nonprofit she works for, but yeah, that's going to cause a lot of problems. And she did it. She, you know, she has her First Amendment right. She has the right to do it, and she has the right to deal with those consequences.
But when did the public become, once again, our moral judge and jury? It's not our right. People make mistakes. And what people don't understand is once you've made that mistake and the whole world knows it, that in itself is terrible punishment.
So are you saying her apology should fix the whole deal?
No, absolutely not.
What do you think should
Absolutely
happen
not.
next with her then?
Well,
If she doesn't get fired, what do you think should happen next?
she should be suspended without pay. I think she.
I think she
know.
was already suspended, pending an investigation. So I think
I
that
heard that she
already
was
happened.
fired. I heard that she was already fired.
Oh.
I heard she was fired, and the person and the girlfriend who took the picture, who's an employee as well.
Wow.
That's what I heard.
It was a trip for the employees, right? Some of
Yes,
the friends went,
yes.
yeah. So yeah.
A lot of
Fine,
the
get rid of her.
employees were, their jaws
See, now
dropped
that is
to
a
the
good
floor.
reason for her to be fired. Is you are here representing my company or this organization, and this is how you're acting. That should be
Yeah.
reason for fire.
Absolutely. All right. Well, you heard it right there, folks. Two of them had a
Yeah.
lot to say today.
Yeah.
So who needs a third one, right? These two talked enough for today. Now.
Yay, I
you
feel
guys,
special now.
You guys are awesome. Thank you, Johnny Awesome, and
No,
thank you,
no, we don't-
Natasha.
no, we don't.
Thanks, Natasha, for joining us. Again, folks, tune in next week because I'm sure we'll have a lot more talkers coming up on What's Trending. But for now, we're going to go ahead and send it to break.